Hi friends, this is Nitisha. Today's topic is surveying. What is surveying? What is the importance of surveying in the civil engineering? That means, for example, we have to construct a building. What we do first? First we need to go to the field or site. From the field we will take the dimensions and then we will prepare the layout of the building. The layout is prepared by using the surveying. Before constructing of the any structure, we will do the survey of that land. So that this is very important subject in the civil engineering. We assume like that this is the surface of the earth. This is the symbol of the earth as per the civil engineering drawing. We assume like that this is one building, this is the another building. We have to know the relative positions of this building. That means the angle of the building, the vertical height of the building, and the distance between these two buildings and the location of the building. These relative information is calculated by doing the survey. Now the definition of the surveying is, it is the art of determining the relative positions of the various points on the or above or below the surface of the earth. Primarily, survey is classified into two types. One is plane surveying and second is geodetic surveying. For knowing that, we will see a figure. Here this is the plane surveying and second one is geodetic surveying. Let us consider two various points. This is the origin of the earth. We need to draw a plumb line. By doing the survey, we will know the details of these various points. But these points go parallel to each other. These points does not intersect at any point. This is a plumb line. The surface is here flat and the area, the distance between these 2 points is less. Now we will consider a various points with longer distance. We will draw a plumb line. These 2 points intersect at certain point and the distance between these points are longer, and here the surface of the earth is spherical. That means the curvature is considered in this. That means in plane surveying, the curvature of the earth is not considered. Curvature of the earth is not considered. Whereas in geodetic survey, the curvature of the earth is considered. In plane survey, the land is, we assume like that, flat. Whereas in the case of geodetic survey, the land is spherical. This survey is done when land area is less than 250 kilometer square. This survey is done when land area is more than 250 kilometer square. The examples of plane survey is constructing of small buildings. Constructing of buildings. The example of geodetic survey is survey of country. Now we will see the classification of surveying. Survey is classified into two types. One is functional classification of survey. Second one is survey is classified based on the instruments used. We will see the first. Functional classification of survey. This is 7 types. Now we will see what they are. First one is land survey. Land survey is done for marking the boundaries of the area. In this, cadastral survey is also done for marking the legal boundaries of the land. That is called cadastral survey. Second one is city survey. City survey is done within the limits of the city. That means survey for the sewer lines and survey for the buildings in the city, that like. Third one is topographical survey. Topographical means the meaning is shape. In topographical survey, we will calculate the horizontal locations and vertical locations of the various points. We will know the both locations, that is horizontal and vertical locations. Next, fourth one is mine survey. Mine survey is done underground. Beneath the ground, we will do a survey. That survey is called mine survey. Examples are mine works and boreholes. This survey is also used for calculating the earthwork. Fifth one is route survey. This survey is done along the proposed line. For the railways, roadways and sewer lines. Roadways and railways. Sixth one is hydrographical survey. Hydro means we know the water. That means this survey is done near the water bodies or on the water bodies. That means this survey is done for design of the dams and bridges. Water bodies are like lakes, rivers, etc. And last, seventh one is engineering survey. This survey is done for collecting the data. The data is used for designing and planning of the building. In this, engineering data is collected for designing and planning of the building. Now we will see the survey is classified based on the instruments used. Based on instruments used. These are 8 types. First one is chain survey. This is the simplest survey. In this, survey is done by using chain or tape. In this survey, we will take only linear measurements. This is the low accurate survey, where we will need the less accurate of the survey. In that area, we will prefer the chain survey. Second one is compass survey. Compass survey is done for calculating the horizontal angles of the points. In this, compass is in circular shape that we stand on the tripod. In this compass we have one needle that is called magnetic needle. This needle is affected by the magnetic materials like electrical poles and bunch of keys, etc. This survey is not preferred when there is a local attraction is more. If local attraction is high, then the angles may give wrong readings. Third one is leveling. In leveling, we will calculate the RLs of the points. In levelings, we will determine the RLs of the points. RLs means relative levels or relative elevations. Leveling is done by using three instruments. One is auto level and second one is dumpy level. One is auto level, second one is dumpy level. Compass is also two types. One is prismatic compass, second is surveyor's compass. Fourth one is plane table survey. In plane table survey, we will prepare the map in the field itself. That means while taking the direction of the line and linear measurements of the line, we will draw the map in the field itself. This is done by using the scale. That means 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meters. If we draw 1 centimeter in the map, that is we will consider as a 10 meters in the ground. That RF is 1:1000. For greater area, we consider 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters also. Based on the area, we will decide the scale of the map. Generally, this scale is used for building site. Here 1 centimeter is on the drawing sheet, 10 meters in the ground. Fifth one is theodolite survey. This survey is done for determining the horizontal and vertical angles. Both in the survey we will know the both horizontal and vertical angles of that point. This survey is done by using two methods. One is traverse, second is triangulation. Based on these two methods, theodolite survey is done. Now sixth one is tachyometric survey. In tachyometric survey, we will prepare the topographical maps. That means we will know the horizontal angle and horizontal distance and elevations of the points. Horizontal angle and horizontal distance and finally elevations of that point. Now seventh one is photogrammetric survey. In this survey, first we choose the remote locations. Remote locations means it is the area which is difficult to reach. In that areas we will do the survey and we will prepare the maps. That means the examples of this survey is mountains. And eighth, that is the last is EDM survey. Here EDM means electro distance measurements. In this survey is done based on the triangulation. In this is suppose this is a triangle. By using the EDM instruments, we will determine all the three sides of the triangle. From these three sides we will calculate the angles of these sides. Then from these sides we will prepare a map, that is called EDM survey. Further, survey is classified as 4 types. One is archaeological survey. Second one is military survey. Third one is gravity survey. And fourth one is general survey. These are the remaining 4 types. Generally these surveys are done very less compared to the other surveys. In the next class we will see the principles of the surveying. Friends, if you like the video, subscribe and share the video. Bye friends.